Good day, everyone. Indeed, you had been through a very special journey the last few weeks after quitting. It had been intense at the start, especially the first 6 till 10 days, and then it had been a little bit up and down, and sometimes comfortable, another time small provocation here and there, and sometimes is really intense and sharp craving and temptation to nicotine, and then pass by. Now you begin to get used to the new lifestyle without associating nicotine to it. But still, there is vulnerability. And there is two causes of this vulnerability. Number one, still you have not de-associated everything have been associated with nicotine. This is one, which it's mean in daily basis, coming small things here and there. But there is another vulnerability. It's your identity. Now we coming through the first crisis. We call it the missing old ritual. You don't feel really to go back to your old habit, but the old ritual way, it's begin to demand itself. You begin to miss the way of life you used to live. And this sensation is mixed with a strong confidence about ability to control yourself. So the idea about taking maybe one puff or taking a bit of nicotine just to test how it is, now it's begin to nag on you, and you try unconsciously to convince yourself it's possible. And since we had been talking about it, is absolutely zero nicotine. So consciously, rationally, yes, you understand it's impossible. It's no way you can take one puff and one pit. But the sensation is so strong about your confidence with yourself, because you had been through many different challenges and you managed to fight them. So why not fight even a bit just to test how's nicotine tastes now? I told you clearly, forget it. Don't fall to this trap. This is a trap which making 97% of the people relapse and start again. Not because they wish to start again, but because they think they have a full control and they are able to do it. And they started with one puff or with one pit of nicotine, and few days later increased slowly, and finally they are back to ground zero. So from now on, I would like to advise you, relax. You don't have the same symptom as the first 2 weeks. They are over. But still there is small provocation and temptation here and there. As we say, you going through minefield, no? Yeah? And if you step wrongly and you think you are able to do it, then you jeopardize everything. The only thing you have to hold, not even a bit of nicotine. That's all. I mean, there is no physical symptom the way it used to be before. And there is no demand for nicotine the way it used to be before. But there is psychological missing to the old homeostatic state you had been in while you had been consuming nicotine. Therefore, we have again to give a clear signal to our body. There is no way 3 months break from nicotine, it's 3 months, that's it. And indeed, we can advise, sometimes it could be very sharp, this temptation. We still advise to use some of the help, some of the medicine, some of the aids, like anti-craving cigarette, like anti-craving nozzle herbs, such kind of thing. It could help to overcome this temptation. But the main issue, not even a bit of nicotine. And except this crisis now, after 1 till 1.5 months, the first crisis coming, which we call it missing the old habit crisis. Okay? But there is nothing to fear. You are in the right direction, in the right track to the right goal. And more is going to be established with time. We meet in 3 weeks' time to talk about the second phase we are going to go through. Thanks for your attention.